having a good day. This is my Dwarf Schefflera tree. There is a scientific name for it. I'm just going to put it in the description and in the title. I hate to mispronounce all that stuff all the time. Get a look at the other side and everything. Oddly enough, I just looked up the history of this. And last year on January 28th, I gave it a pretty hard cut back. That and my other Dwarf Schefflera actually, which I'm going to do today too. I gave it a pretty hard cut back, and then I just kind of held on to that video and I updated in March, kind of showed where it was kind of budding back out with smaller leaves and everything. And I actually haven't done anything to it since. And now it is considered an evergreen, and it does stay green all winter, but you can see that some of these are kind of getting yellowish and they're just old leaves. Some of the super yellow ones will just kind of fall right off. That one, see, that one's a little more yellow than the rest of the tree there. The green ones will hold on. And then like these kind of have these petioles that come out, and sometimes it can be a little odd to even figure out where the leaf ends and the actual branch begins. But today, instead of doing a super hard cutback, what I'm going to do is just kind of defoliate it, and then also just kind of take off any of the inner growth I don't want or anything. I won't cut it back quite as hard as I did that last time. I'm just going to go ahead and get started on this one, and then I'm going to get the other tree in here and do the same to the other one. Alright, and a little closer look at it here. Take a look at the other side. Like I said, most of these are just petioles that hold the leaf on. Most of these little skinny parts will just kind of blacken and fall back. I didn't really cut too much hard back, except now that I'm looking at it, I just kind of noticed, first off, this branch here is coming out of the bottom of this branch. Not in a terrible spot, but since it's coming out of the bottom of it, it would just kind of grow to look a little more awkward as time goes by. So I'm going to pop that guy off. And then this branch here, and you guys might be able to see it a little better from here, is kind of crossing over into this one's area. And so and take that one off and let that one come off from there. Take that little bit of dieback off there too. And then that's all I noticed with the camera off. And then just as I was just starting, this one I noticed is kind of growing over this one here. And then, you know, you do have this part over here. So just take that one out. Had some movement, which I thought about taking this one out instead. But again, I might as well just let that one go and let that one go and see how that kind of goes from there. Alright, and even before we bring in that other tree, I'm going to go ahead and step ahead in time here and just take a look at this guy leafing back out. That was January 29th. Today is March 6th, so just a little over a month. And it's leafing out nicely. Keep in mind, I do live in Florida. I keep these outdoors in full sun all the time, all year round. But you can see, you know, the leaves first come out, they're nice and small. By the end of the summer, they'll be just like the size it was when I first started the video. Here the last couple years, all I've really done is given a good hard cut back in the spring, and then basically just leave it alone until the next spring. Starting to get a little bit too big for their pots, but I think they got at least another year or two in here. Alright, and here's the second tree. Just get a look all around here before I start cutting it back. Not a whole lot to say because I'm going to basically do the same thing. I do think this one may have a few more branches that need to come out. Kind of gives me the impression that perhaps this one's been in this pot a little bit longer. But I am going to just go ahead and get rid of all the leaves first, so I can get a little bit of a better look at it. Alright, so this one does seem a little healthier than the other one does. Not by much, just kind of enough to make me notice how much more vigorous it seems. I might look up and see which one's been in a pot longer. But after just kind of doing that initial cutback, got this branch that is just not following the pattern of the rest of the tree. And then this branch is just kind of, from that side you don't really see it. From this side it's a little bit taller than the rest of it. And it's off of the extension out here, not one of these. And so I'll just kind of separate those two. And of course once the canopy's back out, it'll make a huge difference. Alright, and then here is this one a couple months later, or I guess just a little over a month later.